do like the Pelican Programme because I think it gives you an opportunity to kind of explore further around like the topics that you're interested in, and it was definitely like it mimics like the way that they teach here at Cambridge, and kind of helped me realise that like for my background or anything, like it doesn't matter about my background or anything, like I can still apply to Oxbridge and do well here.
I think it was just really useful to be able to like join these weekly discussions and kind of be able to elevate myself and just kind of understand how the tutorials work at Cambridge, and it made the process seem a lot less intimidated than it really did already. And I think being able to experience this with like other people who are also interested in your subjects is like really useful.
What I found really enjoyable is how engaging and interactive the sessions were, and I've also been able to apply my knowledge into my coursework for English using like different terms and things of that nature. What I found most enjoyable about this experience is interacting with my teacher and other teachers and getting to know more about Oxbridge as well.
I've loved the opportunity to learn about architecture and what it's like to study it, as I think because it's not an A-level subject and it's quite hard to find opportunities relating to architecture.
For my A-levels, it really benefited my subject as I apply what I've learned through Pelicans into my actual subject and my coursework, and I feel like that's really played a really big impact on part of my grades. And Pelicans programs allows me to be creative and allows me to explore different avenues as well as cooperate with a variety of people from different cultures and backgrounds. And I feel like that's really helpful for when I'm applying to universities.
I really enjoyed learning about like other sorts of history that we wouldn't get taught in school. So more like obscure bits or about people that I never would have heard of, or ways to study history. So you can do like oral history or like biographies. It's really interesting to learn all these different ways to study history in a context that's outside of school.
I would say the critical thinking that it makes you kind of use, so like being challenged to go further than how you would have to go in school is really good and set you up for kind of debates and being able to just present your arguments effectively.
I think it just gives you like a different appreciation for history. It doesn't make you think about what's happened, but more why it's happened, how it's happened, and how that affects us now.
A lot of it has been teaching me about what life at university looks like from the academic side. So it's about seeing what readings will look like and having to engage in academic reading, which at first was a bit of a challenge and a bit daunting, right? Like the first reading that we did, what was going on? But gradually I started to gain more and more confidence and was spending more time just reading through and just gaining more knowledge, but also gaining those kind of like skills of research and being able to pick out the important things, which is really going to help me regardless of what degree I choose to do in the future.
I second that, honestly. But I think another thing that you really get out of it is that you meet so many like-minded people. So honestly, like everyone's just so lovely, and the difference with something like the Pelican Programme is that everyone's kind of academically enriched. Like depending on what school you go to, you might not necessarily find other like-minded people, but being on a Pelican Programme, everyone has so many different ideas, and I think that's what's really good about it. Like everyone's just smart and intelligent and lovely, and you know, they just provide a different perspective. And as well as that, everyone's just really sweet as well. So
I think definitely for me, my favourite thing is not only how we all have the same interests, but also all the different ways where we are unique, because we get to see perspectives from people that live all over the country, people that we never would have met. And in a way, my favourite thing was actually being challenged on things which I believed, or getting the opportunity to maybe challenge someone else, and coming together to that compromise where I think we both learnt a lot from each other, and it was a really amazing opportunity to do that.